Hello everyone, my name is Miles Harris, and today I want to take you on a closer look at how marriage imagery in the 18th century Mexico taught people what a proper and sacred union should look like. My project focuses on one artwork in particular by Jose de Paez, The Marriage of the Virgin, painted in 1770. This painting may look serene and devotional, but it is also a social lesson about how gender roles, religion, expectations, and the idea that marriage was not only a personal bond but also a foundation for community stability. By walking through this painting slowly, I want to show how artists in New Spain used sacred marriages to express ideas about love, lineages, and legitimacy during a time when society depended deeply on family structure and Catholic guidance. The first thing that stands out is the architecture. De Paez sets this intimate moment inside an enormous classical building with towering columns, rounded arches, and a deep sense of perspective. This grand setting makes the marriage of Mary and Joseph feel monumental, as if their union is the anchor of the entire space. This composition is symmetrical, which makes the scene feel stable and balanced. Mary stands on one side, Joseph on the other, and the priest at the center connects them. This triangular structure gives the painting a sense of calm order, reflecting the idea that marriage itself was meant to bring life. Color also plays a major role. Mary is wrapped in a deep blue mantle. This symbolizes purity, while Joseph's robe mixes green and gold to show virtue, humility, and divine favor. Their soft but luminous colors stand out against the cooler tones of the architecture, which helps guide the viewer's eye right to the moment when their hands are joined. Above them, hovering angels scatter flowers as a sign of divine approval. This softens the strict geometry of the architecture and adds a gentle celebratory energy to the scene. Even the floor is covered with scattered blossoms, reminding viewers that marriage is both sacred and joyful. Every figure in this painting contributes to a large symbolic message. Mary and Joseph stand as role models of obedience and virtue. Joseph holds a flower staff, which in Christian traditions symbolizes that he was chosen by God to be Mary's husband. The staff looms like a living sign of divine selection. The priest blessing their hands represents the authority of the church. His central position emphasizes that marriage was not considered valid unless approved and sanctified by religious leadership. This gathered witnesses, especially the women and children, reflect how marriage impacted entire communities. The presence of attentive young girls suggests that this moment teaches the next generation what proper union should look like. Their expressions of calm admiration show the sacred marriage supposed to invite imitation. And the angels above reinforce the idea that marriage links earthly life with the divine. Their gestures of celebration reminds viewers that this union is part of a larger plan, not just a personal decision. To understand why this imagery mattered so much in the 18th century Mexico, we need to consider the society in which it was created. New Spain was a world shaped by Catholic doctrine, social hierarchy, and the belief that family structure was essential for maintaining order. Marriage was not just a personal milestone. It was a religious duty, a social contract, and a symbol of moral stability. Artworks like this one were placed in churches, convents, or private homes to visually enforce these ideas. They communicated expectation about gender roles, such as ideas that wife should embody purity and devotion, while a husband should show humility and protectiveness. 18th century Mexico also placed strong emphasis on legitimate lineage. A proper marriage secured inheritance, honor, and social standing. In a society built on castes and carefully defined identities, legitimacy carried a real power. This is why Jose de Paez paints the scene with such clarity and order. The harmony of the composition reflects the harmony expected in a well-structured and legally recognized family. At the same time, artists in New Spain were deeply influenced by European models, but added their own approaches. The dramatic architecture recalls Italian Renaissance paintings, yet the softness of the faces and the tender use of color reflect local artistic tradition. In this way, the painting itself becomes a blend of European instruction and New Spanish reinterpretation. By looking closely at Jose de Paez, The Marriage of the Virgin, we see more than a beautiful devotional scene. We see a visual lesson about what society in New Spain valued most. The painting teaches viewers that marriage was a sacred, divinely guided, socially essential, and carefully structured. It expresses ideas of love, lineage, and legitimacy that shaped everyday life for people in the 18th century. This single artwork allows us to feel the hopes, expectations, and beliefs that guided the entire colonial world. And by slowing down and studying it with attention, we better understand the ways art helped define family, faith, and community through one of the most important moments in human life, the promise of marriage.